What is up, everybody? Happy Monday. Welcome into Derelict Sports. I'm your host, Nick, alongside your boy, Derelict Dale. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Happy Monday. Hope you had a great start to the week. We're coming off one of the biggest weekends of the year, obviously, the start of March Madness, baby. It's fucking wild. I mean, yeah, it's one of those weekends. You walk into you wake up on Monday, time to go back to the real. Well, not Dale. Dale's just on a
One more
month
week.
long spring
One
break.
one more week. Next Monday, I will be exhausted.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're finally getting back to the real world a week from today. So, but everybody else, we all had to wake up this morning after a bunch of early mornings and late nights and just basically sports from Thursday afternoon to Sunday night. We had, especially us, we had darts we had darts starting at 6 a.m.
Yup.
We had a
Who ended
Formula
up
One
winning?
race. What?
Who ended up winning the darts? I got busy
Nathan
on Friday.
Aspinall won the darts. So
Oh, nice. Good for him.
yeah, good for him. So
Who'd he
good,
beat
good,
in the
good game,
final?
good darts from old Nathan. Like I said, we had a Formula One race on Saturday night in the Sunday morning at 1:30 a.m. my time. It was in Shanghai, in
Shanghai.
China. Um, did kind of an odd race. That was, there was McLaren is killing everybody right now. They look like the best car on the track right now, but they had a bunch of disqualifications. Ferrari was disqualified. What's up, Sports Lab? How you doing, big dog? Uh, they had a couple people kicked out of the race, or for weight issues with their car. Some are underweight. Um, uh, Lewis Hamilton had some too much damage too much wear and tear on some part of his car, so he couldn't race. So it was just kind of a shit show, which was kind of disappointing because the day before they had a sprint race there, and Hamilton won pole and then won the sprint. So it was just an amazing day for him. And then 24 hours later, just raced didn't even get to race. So pretty shitty there. But yeah, long weekend. We are down to the Sweet 16. Hopefully, your guys' brackets aren't super busted. I know that everybody's got a bracket. I know everyone. There is no perfect brackets as of last night. There are no more perfect brackets. I know there was one hanging on, but I forget what game killed him last night. But no more perfect brackets. Hopefully, you guys aren't too tore up. I know our show bracket, our personal brackets. Dale, I think you're leading the bracket challenge in you.
No, no. I really.
I think you or somebody, you were a couple guys are up there. You were up towards the top, but our show bracket was still 99%. So maybe we'll pull that up here in a little bit and go through it while we go through the Sweet 16. But we got our Sweet 16 team set. No real upsets this year. McNeese obviously won that first round against Clemson, and a few other maybe upset first rounds, but no big super big update or like upsets this year. And I actually found, before we get on here, I was reading a little bit more about that, and I found this article. So it says SEC tournament sets NCAA tournament. By the way, before we get started here, if you guys are new here or if you're just returning and you haven't already, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. If you're on X, make sure you guys give us a follow. But if you're on YouTube, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, comment down below, hop in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Really helps the video get out there. Flashes titty. Those are some nice areolas. Yeah, man, got locked out of the house after the MSU watch party. My mother-in-law doesn't like to be disturbed after 9 p.m. So long story short, I slept in my truck till 4. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Arkansas, Jesus Christ, dude, I'd have been slapping my dick against the window to get through there. Fuck all that. But you're a nice guy. Sweet for you. Sweet guy you are. Wifey said, damn, dude, I was wondering why I was sleeping so nice. It's because fucking playoff was in the truck.
yep.
But sorry, I didn't have the comments up, boys. But yeah, so appreciate you guys coming by. But yeah, so like I said, SEC sets this NCAA tournament record with 7 teams, Sweet 16 teams amid Kentucky, Alabama wins, and this was the one that stuck out to me the most, though. Where was it? I saw it in here earlier. Oh, good God! All I know is it's like the first time that like nobody higher than 11 seed or something.
Oh yeah, yeah. That made her up, made her through. That's kind of crazy because there's always one.
Yeah, it says with Kentucky. 2025 Sweet 16 will also feature for the first time that only major conferences will be present. So SEC, Big 10, Big 12, ACC. Every other Sweet 16 has had. Like I had it on my phone, but then I put the fucking article in our Discord and then I opened it up and Bleacher Report is just a hunk of dick. And they're like,
Oh,
"Yeah, dude, this is the mobile app. Can't open it on your fucking thing." Like right now, I'm clicking the screen and it's like trying to. Long
make you pay
story
for it.
short, Bleacher Report neck me. So playoff is a cuck at times. It's all right, dude. We all have our cuck moments. Trying to find this stat because like what was the point of bringing it up if I can't use it? But yeah, I think it was something like there's no like seeds that are 11 or something like that, or no one higher than 11 seed made it or something like that.
Which is kind of crazy.
Most teams in the SEC, the most team from a single conference reached this round since its induction. So in 1975 this is the most teams in a single conference since 1975. But yeah, I mean, so really no big upsets. I mean, the Sweet 16s kind of check out Luca now, best player in the league. Yeah, Luca is ridiculous. I mean, that guy is playing out of his goddamn mind. Hopefully, LeBron can get to 17 to 20 points tonight. That's what we need. I know that Luca's been balling, but we really need we need a LeBron to
Need a little Bron in your life?
we need a little Bron here because so it says the first NCAA tournament since 2007 with no team seeded 11th or lower in the Sweet 16. There it is. Jesus
Hmm,
Christ. We found it. But pretty wild.
that is pretty wild. And then you get Thursday. You get 4 good games after an afternoon of opening day of baseball. What more
So
can you
yeah,
ask
so they
for?
get a break. Is that what happens now? Are they off for the next couple days or are they
They're
starting
off to
today or when's that go?
Thursday, Friday. So I got it here. So on Thursday you got BYU and Bama, Maryland and Florida, Arizona and Duke, which is going to be a sexy game, and Arkansas and Texas Tech is going to be fun. And then Friday we got Old Miss and Michigan State, Kentucky, Tennessee, round 3. That game I'm fascinated by. Michigan and Auburn, and Purdue and Houston.
Which one of these? So out of all, okay, so before we get to the Sweet 16s one though, but on the way to here, is there anything that surprised you the most? I mean, like I said, there's really not a lot of like surprises here as far as like seeding. I mean, it looks like for the most part, most of the teams we thought were going to make it made it. I think UNC maybe got bounced a little. Well, depending on what you thought about UNC, maybe they got bounced a little early. But other than like them and obviously Mizzou, but a lot of people had Drake in that game, so Mizzou's offense leaving early. There really
Col-
wasn't.
Colorado State losing at the buzzer against Maryland would have been the Cinderella, even though they're better than people think. Yeah, it was. There was like it wasn't the crazy Thursday or Friday because it was cool when McNeese won, Drake went, yeah, but there wasn't like that crazy 3-14 that lost, or it was very subdued March Madness so far, but there's some real good games this week.
Yeah, and we had some good games in the first round. I mean, like you said,
Oh yeah,
obviously we didn't see any. It wasn't any crazy um, upsets or anything like that, but very good games. And we saw, obviously the Maryland buzzer beater last night was nasty. And then the guy getting on the mic and he's like, "Well, why'd you want the shot?" He's like, "'Cause I'm from fucking Baltimore. That's why." And it's like, hell yeah, you know. Obviously, we all watched the Michigan State game the other night. That was good. But there's a lot of good game. I mean, Duke, the other night doing it. Cooper has a big first half, doesn't do shit in the second half, but they still get out. Which kind of made me believe in Duke a little bit more. I would say like that Cooper Flag kind of had a dud second half the other night. He looked really, they still pull out the win. Florida's looking real good. Bama, I think Bama is a team that it sticks out to me a little more than maybe they did before.
maybe Arkansas beating St. John's might be the
Yeah,
not a
I would.
huge
Yeah, that
upset, but that's
probably John
probably the
Calipari, baby.
yep, that he took that team, and yeah, they're Texas Tech, watch out. This team's for real.
And I think I heard something. I think I was reading something that he took out like two or three, former winners, like so far, like he's taken out like two guys that have.
Yeah, because Bill Self would have won a couple in Kansas, and Rick Pitino won one with. Who did he win one with? Kentucky? I'll have to look.
You know what? I totally forgot that Rick Pitino coached the Celtics.
Yeah, isn't that's a long ass time ago, right?
Like when they were rolling through his coaching career the other night and they showed him on the Celtics, I'm like, God damn, really? I totally forgot. Play of the day is Jakob Podol over 23 PRA. Halftime, and he's got 20. Let's fucking go. I'll never pick that piece of trash ever again after he fucked one of mine the other day, but I am praying to God he hits it for you tonight, baby. Let's go.
Oh God, I've just opened up Rick Pitino's page. He was a head coach of the Greece national senior team, Boston University, Providence, the Knicks, the University of Kentucky, Boston, the University of Louisville, Pathanaikos of the Greek League, and Iona, and then Iona for a couple of years before he went to where he is now in Arkansas. He led Kentucky to a national championship in 1996. The more you know.
the more you fucking know, baby.
And is already elected into the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame in 2013, and still doing. And he also got suspended for doing some.
Dude, and shout out to him for swallowing the pride and going out there and fucking watching the kiddo play too, huh?
Yeah,
He had a fine
exactly.
scarf on too while he did it. Man looked fucking. I mean, he's a clean looking motherfucker, dude, for sure.
Yeah, no, he's it's nothing wrong with a little Rick Pitino in your lives.
I was kind of hoping St. John was going to get through that. Actually, John Calipari, whatever. I mean, great coach, and I've never been a big Kentucky guy, but you know, shout out to him. I mean, that great. We got we got a little half court drama between the two of them, which was good. They got them chirping, and I love Calipari showing up in the red suit. I think that's cool. The red plaid suit, like, but it's not like obnoxious. Like it looks good.
Yeah, because you can justify that he wants to look good, and it's just like, oh, I don't know, I could have wore my blue one today. I just thought the red one felt right.
Yeah, it's a nice look for him. So, but yeah, I mean, so if you had to pick, so you think that would be if you had to pick your biggest like surprise so far in the first two rounds, you would say that would have probably been your biggest surprise. Or is there a team that has made it this far that you're maybe thought for sure would have been out by now?
I had Iowa State in the Final Four. I was very surprised how Ole Miss like handled them on Sunday night. Just kind of quickly, everything Michigan survived that San Diego game and then won on Saturday too. It does that path if they can upset Auburn. We could get Michigan State 3, and to go to the Final Four would be fun. Yeah, there's going to be some like Kentucky, Tennessee, and then gets the winner of Purdue and Houston. Yes, please sign me up. It's gonna be
Yeah,
nice.
dude, they're obviously my boys in Tennessee, which I'm not a Tennessee guy, but that's who I picked because I just wanted to be a little different than everybody else was, and they're still in it. They look really fucking good. I like the way that that's kind of shaken out right now. They look good. That out of all the teams, like they didn't look weak at all at any point. Like I think they looked pretty good. But like I said, I think Bama, like I obviously knew Bama, they were one of the main teams coming into this, but like I think that out of some of the teams that I have maybe not slept on because they're in my Final Four. I've got them in my Final Four. I believe we got them in our Final Four. We're going to go through the bracket here in a minute, but
Yeah,
um, I think I like them even more. That Mark Sears kid is nice. Like and even him, like he was shooting kind of like shit the other night, and like but there was other guys to pick. Like everyone on that team seems like they can score, and that kid's passing is unreal. He's hitting dudes with oops and shit. The other guys are hitting dudes from oops. Like that almost looked like a pro team out there playing, and it's like that was they're a fun team to watch.
oh, absolutely. They play with some pace. Bruce Pearl has that team, and he's kind of like he has a very punchable face, but like the way he coaches, and oh god,
Fuck you, Franks.
fuck you, Franks. Fuck you and the donkey you rode in on.
Fuck you. What's up,
But we
sweetie?
love you. We miss you. Go Franks. Yeah, like, but he just lets them play. It's like you go and do whatever the fuck you want on offense. But when it comes time, I tell you what to do. But you guys do your thing. I'll let you go. Like Tennessee was ranked number one in the country for a little while, so it'll be good. It's gonna that Kentucky. I'm looking at like what of those which games am I most in? Arizona Duke on Thursday night. I'm super intrigued by, even though Arizona's a 9-point dog. I think they can hang around in that. Arkansas Texas Tech is a fun game. My Mormon
What do you got? Who do you
buddies.
got? So do you think? Okay, so Bama, BYU. That's what. So we were just talking about Bama. BYU has looked really fucking good. I mean, BYU has looked really fucking good. They almost look like they're 30, right? Like they just got
It's
back from their mission trips.
it's the advantage that BYU has. They have men, young
Dude,
men
what a
playing.
fucking deal, right? If you just abstain from pussy, you guys can just play college sports till you're 40.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna do my mission for 2 years, and then I'm gonna come back at 24 years old and be a man playing against 18 and
I'm
19
gonna
year olds.
dominate these little fucks.
Oh,
They're all
BYU.
they're all they're all confused and wrapped up in the world of vagine and showing off for the broads and buying watches and nil money. Dude, their nil money's going back to a farm somewhere in Montana. You know, like I started GoFundMe, only one contributed so far myself, but we're going by the end of March Madness. We've collected enough to get the proper equipment for sale so I can hear him. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get him a thing. No, you're not doing bad. You're normal. I just,
Oh, okay.
but your normal is still like not great, but it's not awful.
It's better than what it was.
It's way better than what it was.
Small
So
victories.
yeah. But BYU though, that's probably over now, right? BYU's running into Bama. You think they're going to give Bama a run, or you think they can keep up, or because BYU scores too, right? I mean,
Yeah,
BYU seems like I mean, they've got some pace to them. They're good. They're not a St. Mary. St. Mary's lost, right? St. Mary's is the one that, yeah, they ended up losing
Bama beat.
to.
Yeah,
Yeah, they lost to Bama. So,
that
and
was
that was,
the
but
hopeful
let me
case.
tell you, if I would, that is a team that I will never ever get behind that team winning a championship because, like, look, I understand that, like, I love defense and I think it's great. Like, I love the we're gonna stop you, but like they can't score for dick.
Nick, what do you think the point total for Alabama and BYU is? Holy fuck, it's high.
176.
It opened at 171. It is up to 175 right now.
Ooh, I was close.
Wow. You don't
So they
see
just
that.
expect zero defense in that motherfucker.
Yeah, I want to. I'm on my. Yeah, I'm gonna look at the number, but yeah. Well, I've missed you. You can't bet the over anymore. You've missed 4 points of value.
Yeah, you
But
fucked that up. If you got it at 171 though, good going.
you get it 172 or 173, you've done fine. Yeah,
Yeah, you've
exactly.
done a good job. I either hear
I
you at normal sound and no Dale, or I hear Dale and Nick screams at me. Yeah, it's all right, dude.
oh well.
We'll have
Yeah,
to keep you on your toes. We're gonna get Dale one of those. We're either gonna get him a mic, or we need to get him one of those things he just clips right here and talks to, just Bluetooth through his phone or something. But
yeah. That's
we'll figure it out.
once Dale is back making money again. Dale still
Yeah,
has three
Dale
weeks
hasn't
till a
worked in a
paycheck.
month.
Dale still has 3 weeks till another paycheck, and that paycheck will be all for rent. So Dale's got to get to sometime in May to be financially stable.
Yeah, dude, it's But we also
It
get
is
to
what it
sit
is.
on our dick and watch March Madness. I mean, dude, like not. I mean, obviously the money situation sucks, but what a deal that is, right? I mean, you got to that last day of fucking February, and you're just like,
I don't. I didn't have to. I didn't have to work in mud, or mostly. Like I'm gonna have to deal with a bit of it. I get a month off. I get March Madness off. Next year, if I'm still there, World Baseball Classic off. I get to do all my baseball research.
let's fucking go,
I spent
baby.
4 hours on the phone with my best friend today doing all 30 win totals and talking it through. So they're all going to be written up tonight or tomorrow morning. Fuck, it's great.
It's a good
I don't
time
have the
though.
I don't have my child for 2 weeks. Fucking for 2 weeks of that, yeah, it's could be worse.
Life's good, baby. Life
I
is
guess
good.
I might have to sell myself under the bridge in a van down by the river, but you got to do what you got to do, right?
Dude, it's all right. Especially, yeah. I mean, you want to go balls out for the Sweet 16 for your last weekend off, dude. You might need to fucking, yeah. You might need to fucking, splurge. You might suck a dick or two.
You got to do what you got to do.
Couple
Got to,
keep couple reach arounds, dude. It's all right.
if
Hey,
I
this is March.
this is March. You are correct.
You're gonna look up. You're gonna look up with a little dick bubbles in your mouth. You're gonna go, I am March. You're fucking sick, dude. You're
No,
absolutely sick. All
that's
right, so
outstanding.
back to that over under then. So I guess you're not. I guess you're not. We're. Are you gonna go under on that, or are you and I just not even gonna touch that?
Not even touch it. It would be under or pass now, and that number is going to keep going up. BYE Alabama -4 right now is semi intriguing, but that game is more than likely a pass.
Yeah, I don't think I'd ever want. I don't think I'd want to touch it either. Your boys at Houston, though, I kind of like what they've got. I mean, Purdue's look nice, but I think Houston's lining up. I think your pick is lining up really well, and it's going to come down to you and I to who goes to the Final Four here. We're going to get to 10. I mean, I would assume if all goes well, Tennessee and Kentucky is going to be a match, but I think Tennessee's got that one, and Houston should handle Purdue. We're going to get Houston, Tennessee, and we're going to see which one of our boys gets out of the old Midwest on that one. But do you think both of our guys come through on that one? You like Houston against Purdue? I think that's probably the best matchup for them in this Sweet 16.
Yeah, the Purdue or the so it was funny, and the broadcast brought this up, and I didn't think about it. So there that Sweet 16 game is but the home of Pat McAfee's Indianapolis Colts at Lucas Oil
Okay,
Stadium.
yeah.
I don't know if you know this. The University of Purdue is in Indiana.
Oh, so that's
In
going to be a
Indiana,
home game,
it's going to be a fucking home game for Purdue in a fucking football stadium. Great, can't
a
wait.
shitty football stadium.
It is a pretty shitty. It feels like a very like meh football
Dude,
stadium
I'm
to me.
telling you, I've said it every time, but when you make the drive from St. Louis, anytime we talk about Indy, I talk about this. But if you make the drive from Cleveland or St. Louis to Cleveland or vice versa, whatever, there is a part of that trip where you go basically just right through Indianapolis. And there's this part where you go over this like overpass kind of thing, and you can just look to your left if you're coming from St. Louis, and you can
Yeah.
just look at Indiana, and it's just, you look left, and it's just a city of darkness, and then it's just Lucas Oil. Like it's just like it's literally the only thing worth a fuck in that entire city. Like it's almost like they cut the electricity off to the whole city just so Lucas Oil can light their sign up, or I don't know, whatever's going on there. But and we just lost half our viewers left when I said that. They're all from Indianapolis. Fuck you guys, dude. You're a little raggedy ass city, but it is, dude. It's a piece of shit. But I don't think that's going to be a deal. Look, I think Houston. I mean, it's going to be a big plus for Purdue, but I think Houston's
Yeah.
got that.
No, it's just one of those things where it's like, oh, that kind of lined up pretty well for them. So, no, I don't know if I'd lay the 8, but that's obviously the team that I think is gonna go places. And yeah, Kentucky, Tennessee. Oh, yeah, round 3. Kentucky won both games. That's the interesting part.
Against Tennessee this year?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I gotta confirm that, but I'm gonna do that. Kentucky versus
Yeah, dude.
Tennessee.
Fuck Indianapolis. You podunk ass pussies, dude. I'm sick of you guys.
Yeah, so
I do.
Kentucky beat them by 11 at home and by 5 in Tennessee. I feel like I
Okay,
was
so they
on.
are 2-0. I mean, those are good
Yeah,
games, but yeah, that's a big plus coming into this. I mean, that's so is
and
this whole round in Indy now?
the first, so the Kentucky game and the Purdue game is in Indianapolis. I'm not sure where the other ones are.
So each four are each division in a different place.
Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
the Michigan State game and the Michigan game are in
fuck the Pacers too, straight up, straight up. I do need Tyrese Halliburton get me like 13 points tonight, and I do like old Tyrese, but fuck him. Oh, Tyrese already got it for me. Let's go.
There you go. 2025. So the locations for the Sweet 16 are Indianapolis, State Farm Arena in Hotlanta, the Chase Center, home of in San Francisco, home of the Warriors, and the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey.
Uh, talk about another. Talk about another asshole town.
Atlanta, Newark. Newark sounds like
Newark, Newark, New Jersey. I'd rather walk down the street in North City, St. Louis, find a dirty needle, pick it up, and just stick it in my arm than go to Newark, New Jersey. Number 18's the greatest, or head coach, whatever the fuck. Who?
Who? Yeah, who?
Is that Peyton? Was Peyton 18? Peyton wasn't 18, was he?
Peyton was 18, yes.
Yeah, maybe he's talking about Peyton. Peyton, I agree with that. Peyton's the guy. Peyton's the guy. I love Peyton Manning, and I love those old Colts teams. Don't get me wrong. I love me Marv. I love Edgar and James. Love the boys, dude. But God, what a shithole. And I'm not even. And we just had a whole conversation about Reggie Miller the other day. I love Reggie Miller. Love Reggie Miller. I don't like the Pacers, but I always loved Reggie Miller. I just love that he stuck to the Pacers and did his thing. I thought that was always pretty cool.
That is yeah, we did have a good we talked about the Pacers of the early 2000s.
Yeah, I mean,
you were talking about Spike Lee being beside your boy. That's how that started.
Bro,
yeah.
Spike Lee's the reason my boy lost. Get that loser fuck out of. That's the reason St. John go. Look, Spike Lee's a great movie maker, right? Great producer, great director, whatever, screenwriter, whatever the fuck you want to call him. The Knicks suck. All right, Knicks suck. No one cares about him. Okay, he's always there. No one cares. He figured out he learned about St. John's 4 weeks ago, and was their biggest fan for 3.5 of those weeks. Okay, then decides he's going to go watch McNeese play. Get the fuck out. Okay, he's going to sit there next to my boy Amir Khan, who shouldn't have anyone around him. Okay, he should have armed security around him. No one within 10 feet of my boy Amir Khan, especially when he's rocking the sweatsuit.
Oh, that was so tight. Like, I am not a sweatsuit guy in any way, shape, or form.
Bro, I had friends of mine, I'm not going to name by name because I was disappointed in them. I still love them dearly, but they were like, all right, man, this is getting old. Brother, let him have his 1.5 round of fame, okay? Let him have it. McNeese was never getting to the Sweet 16, so just let him have for 4 days. Not even. I mean, what? They won that first game on Thursday. They were done by Saturday.
Yeah, they won their tournament like the Saturday. He had his week of fame. Let him enjoy it.
Let him have it. Now, I hope he goes to NC State and is just a superstar there. I love it. Amir had 5 security guards. Bro, I saw the security guards. That was sick, dude. I saw that they do have security for him, which is so legit. So hopefully next year he just walks out with a strap. He just walks out just strapped up. They're like, damn, dude, Amir Khan, he's got a gold tooth. Just embrace it, dude. Fuck being humble. But yeah, I mean, Spike Lee gets in there, sitting there, hugging all over my boy, and then they lose. So that was a disappointment, but whatever. And that was Purdue that beat them. So I'm hoping Purdue and that white boy from Purdue gets his dick kicked in the dirt. That kid's obnoxious.
Yeah, the one that was like, yeah, get out of here. Like, dude, you're supposed to win this game. You don't.
Yeah, he's like, get the fuck out of here, brother. You're beating McNeese State, okay?
You're supposed to beat McNeese State because you're a Power 5 school. And
yeah, you fuck.
Team all year. You're supposed to beat these guys.
Yeah,
you don't need to be up by 13 and tell them to get out of there because you're doing what you're supposed to do.
He says, are we talking about the boxer? Dude, that's what's so funny. I totally forgot about that chinny fuck, Amir Khan. Amir Khan was a big name in boxing for a while, and then just literally just fell the fuck off, right? Because he has that guy went from having chin to no chin in like when you type in Amir Khan now, you get our Amir Khan now because people don't give a fuck about the old Amir Khan. Okay, here he is right here, British boxer. This guy right here.
Yeah. Okay, now I know. Yep.
Yeah, the guy just never got knocked out, and then just one day just started getting knocked the fuck out. Like it was just
You just made me want to ask you a random boxing question. When I say boxing, who's like the random fighter that you think of? Because I just when you said Amir Khan, I just suddenly thought of Hassan Rahman. That's my
I think a
random one.
butterbean.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So
that's
Danny
impressive.
Garcia flatlined him. Canelo Alvarez flatlined him. Terrence Crawford, the man, flatlined him. Nil money, boxing money, and then went to the NCAA. Did he? Did he go to the NCAA? Oh yeah, that. Oh no, I see what you're saying there.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, I see what you're saying there.
For some guys, yes.
The Gable Stevenson thing though that just happened, he did. I
Ooh,
totally forgot. So obviously, Gable Stevenson this weekend. Yeah, we're getting so off course here, but Gable
that's okay.
Stevenson, he biggest wrestling fucking upset in NCAA history this week, right? This guy, Gable Stevens. But the reason I'm bringing him up right now is because I totally forgot that, like, when you said he went to the NCAA, it reminded me that guy just straight up took 2 years off wrestling and just said, all right, I'm going to go to the WWE. And then that didn't work. And then he went to the Bills, which again, I saw some guy hating on him on Twitter. And then thankfully, all these other guys like Daniel Cormier and stuff, like, just fire, like, just straight up flame this guy. Cause it's like, dude, fuck you. Like, you're telling me that guy was already the best wrestler in the world when he stopped being a wrestler. He was already an two-time NCAA champion, Olympic champion, gold balls. The guy's just got huge nuts. And then he steps away and goes, yeah, I'm just going to fucking decide. I'm just going to go be a WWE. This show has got too structure. I like the anarchy. Yeah, that's how it goes, dude. We just need to throw out the schedule, dude, and just just let me go. Just flip the switch, baby. Just flip the switch. But fucking, dude, like, this guy fucking leaves wrestling, goes into WWE, doesn't make it, right, but it's okay. That's fine. It's not made for everybody. So, but he goes in, trains. He was training at the PI. Like, he was taking it seriously. Didn't work out. Then the guy with zero football experience, zero, made the Buffalo Bills team. I mean, or he played for them in preseason or whatever. He was like a D end or something, wasn't he?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, he
They
like
literally
set up
just
a.
said, yeah, dude, straight up, I should just pour my autism. I don't. Do they make autism medicine? That's probably sad. There's no way they make autism medicine. I just pour it all out. I go, hold on, boys. You just hear the toilet flush.
We're in for a street
Shan's
fight,
going,
boys.
Nick, no, no, no.
Oops. Poor Dick. Poor Shan.
I'm not me on the meds, babe. I'm not me. Yeah, dude. But this motherfucker, zero reps, just decides, yeah, I'm going to be a pro football player. Got a lot closer than most people.
Did
Okay.
better than Brock Lesnar.
Did a lot better than Brock Lesnar did. So,
Brock Lesnar's
and then
won
he
a
decides that he's so
titles.
the tweet was, let's see if I can find the tweet because I do want to talk about this tweet now. I know Daniel Cormier put it up. Where are you, Daniel? You fat fuck.
The Church of God.
Daniel Cormier. Here he is. Let's scroll. Here we go. So this guy says, from failed WWE star, failed NFL player, then deciding to go back to college and just to lose in the NCAA championship match. This might be a generational all-time bad run for Gable Stevenson. Okay. Get fucked. Okay. Like, brother, you're out of your motherfucking mind. The fact that after all that time, he stepped right back into wrestling and made it to the NCAA championships is nuts.
Yep.
Nuts. Like, don't get me wrong. This was the biggest upset in wrestling history. Like, this guy was Gable Stevenson was a minus 3,000 favorite going into this. Okay. He is an Olympic champion. 4 or 5-time NCAA champion. I mean, what did I wish I could see everybody else that roasted this guy, but yeah, He says, you, my friend, are an idiot. This happens in wrestling. It was Wyatt's night. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's like, but anyway, like these guys wrestled 2 years ago here in St. Louis. So if anybody doesn't know, St. Louis is a big wrestling town or city. You know, a lot of wrestlers here. Mizzou is a huge wrestling school. Ben Askren, Tyron Woodley. We've had a lot of Ben Askren being one of the bigger ones. But Gable Stevenson, dude, like my brother is a huge, my brother wrestled. Now my little nephew wrestled and stuff like that. But they wrestled here 2 years ago, and Gable Stevenson tech falled him, which means that like you're up by like 15 points. I had to ask my brother what that meant. My brother was telling me all this because I sent this video. My brother doesn't show excitement about anything at all. And I sent this to my brother, and I had like 19 text messages in back where he was like single wording. He's like, dude, oh my fucking God, I saw this. I watched this lot. Like he had like a huge nerd moment. He's like, so I was like, what is tech fall? So this guy 2 years ago, and they fought 15. I was up 15. They just called the match. So basically mercied him.
Damn.
Okay. So that was the last time these two dudes wrestle. And then he gets into the ring with him. And Gable Stevenson has not been taken down one time this year. Not once. Hasn't touched the ground this year. And in the last few seconds, this guy flips him over, takes him down to win the NCAA championship. Unfucking real. Unreal.
And it's just like those guys, you just can catch somebody. Like he caught like the Mike Tyson Buster Douglas one. He just got caught. It happens in those, like, it's a different combative sport, but he just got caught. It happens. It's not the end. You just go, and for that 5 minutes of your life, he was better than you. You're going to probably do that 999 times out of 1,000, and that's the only time you're going to caught him. And you just caught him at the worst possible time.
Yeah, I just think that people don't really understand that he doesn't get a beanie cigarette. Yeah, no shit. Ben Askren loves flying knees. Look, that sucks that that happened to Ben Askren, dude. I fucking hate that he caught that flying knee because look, if Ben Askren would have came to the UFC in his prime, I think he'd have done great. I really do. I really fucking do. And honestly, I think you put him I think you put him in a ring. I think you put him in an octagon with Jorge Masvidal 10 times, and I think that flying knee and him winning happens like once or twice. I really do. Like, that was just incredible. Ben Askren probably fucks him up. Dale, are you saying Gable Stevenson cocaine and chlamydia? It has chlamydia?
I don't think I said that in any way, shape, or form, but
Lesnar's daughter looks yeah, dude. Lesnar's daughter looks just like him, and she does the shock put or something. Not shock put, but she does the. I think it's the thing where you hold. What is it called? Is that shock put when you're
with the ball? Yeah,
with the ball? I think she's a shock putter. I think is
that
what
wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, and I think she's like insane. See if I can. She's got to be on Twitter. But yeah, so people who don't really understand what's going on there, amazing fucking. Oh, and she's a wrestler. Yeah, Jesus Christ. So she's a wrestler too. But
I have not, Franks. I have not seen that. Holy shit. That is scary.
Yeah, Mike Bibby. I was meaning to say that earlier. I saw right before we got on here, Mike Bibby has become the coach of Sacramento State.
Mike Bibby's alive? Let's start at the beginning. Good for Mike Bibby.
Yeah, straight up. Props to Mike Bibby for making it to this far, for sure. Oh, yeah, and before we get off Amir Khan did get knocked out by Kell Brook on my birthday a couple years ago. I do remember that. That was pretty cool. So, all right. Well, back to this real fast, since we're all the way back into fucking boxing now because of Amir Khan. But, I mean, we just went super right on that one. Dale hasn't seen the Askren flying knee live from the Combo Derelict Sports Lab. Yeah, I had that up before I got on here. I meant to tell you that I saw Mike Bibby come across my screen. I'm like, what the fuck? Will anyone tell Miss Lesnar to wash the dishes? Probably not. Yeah, I highly doubt it.
Yeah, I'm not telling that to her.
All right. Well, let's so yeah, but anything else stick out to you? I mean, let's just kind of we'll fire we're just gonna fire these off real quick. Tell me who you think's gonna win real quick, and then we'll go through our good bracket real quick before we get into anything else. So Auburn, Michigan, that's gonna be a good one. I would assume I'm gonna go Auburn on that one.
I'm just getting the actual lines up. Give me one sec. That's a Friday game. I have Auburn opened up to 7.5. It's 8.5. That's probably about right. Number I don't want to touch. Go Auburn.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Auburn on that one. I think it's the end of the road for Michigan. I know our boy playoff once. He's got Michigan and Michigan State playing in the next round, so I'm pretty sure he's got Michigan in this one. All right, Ole Miss and MSU here. So MSU played a good game the other night. I mean, it kind of pulled away at the end, but that was a nail biter. A game they were down. New Mexico had them down in a minute. New Mexico did not give up at any point. Um, I I don't know. I and this is not just to be different. I really like my balls tell me Ole Miss is going to win this game.
I kind of have. Uh, yeah, I don't know about that game. I really don't have a feel for
What's
that.
you got the network up right now? What do they
Yeah,
got in
three and a
that?
half. It opened at 3.5. It's now Michigan State -3. So
I like Ole Miss +3 in that one. I think it's close though. That's almost close. Like we got to like 3.5, like 3.5, 4 again.
yeah, then I'd be more inclined. 3 feels it'll probably stay there. There'll be some unless there's some late money on Michigan State, it'll probably stay in that 3 to 3.5 range. So yes, continue. Sorry.
All right. So if who'd you pick in that one?
I'm gonna reluctantly say Michigan State with zero fucking confidence.
Yeah, I mean, I hope Michigan. God, like I said on the stream there, I hate wishing for these guys because I fucking hate them. But, yeah, I mean, I just for the sake of MSU and our boy getting his team through there, I hope they win. But I something tells me Miss is going to win this game. All right, so now we've got Maryland and Florida. So we got the Gators, which is pretty much a consent. I would say that most people have got the. Would you say that you've seen? They're probably the most popular pick, right?
The 3 on I see on ESPN was like 20% had Duke, and then 15% had Auburn, and then 10% had Florida. Those were the
Oh,
3 most
actually,
popular.
that's hey,
Oh, it's
stupid
higher.
fuck. I have it right here,
Oh
Nick. You
shit!
idiot.
It's 2021. Okay, I mixed up the numbers. My apologies. But yeah, that's they
It's a
they they
25% Duke.
they definitely had to take a deep breath over um who did they UConn. Yeah, that was some ass clinchy game
Yeah, that
for
was a little closer
Florida.
than I think people thought it was going to be.
Yep. Well, UConn has won 2 national championships, and Dan Hurley's a crazy fuck, but he
Dude,
does know how to.
did you see like how he acted afterwards? And then apparently he like said he had to get better. He had to be better or something because
Oh, he said that a few times. Yeah,
he's always like, dude, he is nuts.
yeah. It's like he's that guy that goes and then snaps his crayons, and then like immediately 30 seconds after, like, I am a fucking idiot.
I'm
But in the
sorry.
moment, he can't control it, right?
Question.
Yes.
Hindsight. You think he regrets not taking that Lakers job?
Ooh.
Turned down 70 million.
He probably. I guess it depends how much you love the university and love working with the kids. But if it was totally dollars and cents and working with arguably the greatest player of all time for even a couple years, I think I Rick Pitino went to the NBA. Nick Saban went to the NFL. Some of those guys, they just have to do it to know that they can do it. I don't know if Dan
Or
Hurley's
no, they can't do it in Nick
right, and
Saban's.
and you learn like, okay, no, like I'm a really great coach at this level, but I'm not a great
Yeah,
coach,
I can't
and it's
bully grown men.
exact, and honestly, that's what it is, because you can, like, Nil has changed things quite a bit because you can move now, but it's more like, yeah, you can say, well, if you don't want to do this, there's a beautiful piece of lumber right there, and you can sit there until it's time for you to leave. And yeah. So I think that's what it, because the NBA is more, professional sports is more about managing egos, because everybody knows how to do the X's and O's generically and schemes and all that. It's a lot more making people buy
Yeah,
in.
keeping
It's
everybody together.
exactly, like knowing that in March, like I'll use the Cavs for, knowing in March that they have the one seed all locked up and trying to keep these guys motivated, try and keep these guys going. You know, when you're the Timberwolves tonight that are fighting not to be the 7 seed, it's a fucking easy job to coach. Like, guys, we need to win. Give your rah speech, and that's X's and O's in the game. It's the motivation in the slow times. It's the hard times. So,
Yeah,
but
no,
yeah,
I agree, and I think I agree with Under in the comments too. I'm sure the Lakers, in hindsight, are probably excited he didn't take that too, because I think JJ Redick is the perfect guy for that. Like JJ Redick, I mean, he probably is a great X's and O's guy. I mean, the guy had a great mind for the game, but like that is a guy that can walk in there, immediately had the respect of everybody,
yep,
especially guy, and then you could bring in Luca, a guy he played with, LeBron loves him, so it's just I think that like for that sake of like managing, especially the biggest personalities, in the NBA, when Luca, LeBron, and especially like the fallout of like what a perfect guy. Like the way I look at it is like Dan Hurley. Okay, imagine Dan Hurley is the coach, the coach of the Lakers. The Luca trade happens. I don't
mm-hmm.
know if there's a better set of hands to fall into than a guy that, like, for Luca being that young, that shaken up, because like, you clearly, like, no matter how good of a player you are at that age, when you get blindsided by something like that, and it's the first time it's happened, it mind fucks you. You could tell it fucked with him to right when he got there. Dan Hurley doesn't seem like the kind of guy that you go to when you feel like shit and he makes you feel better. You know what I'm saying? Like, uh, JJ Redick seems like the kind of guy, like, I've been in this position. I know the game. I know the business. I've played with this guy. I know him on a personal level. Like, it just seems like what a, like, what a situation to fall into. Obviously, the Lakers are a great situation to fall into, but like, on a personal level, I think JJ was probably the better, just a better guy all around to have for your players.
No, I would totally agree. Yeah, he's close. Like, I don't know how to explain. Like, sometimes you just need a guy that's been in the battle, but not that long ago. Sometimes and it's funny how every group reacts to different things. So, by the way, how excited I was to look at the NBA board. I'm not excited anymore.
Yeah, and yeah. So I
It just
picked
seems
one big 6 play lineup tonight, and Anthony Davis is back tonight. For the people who don't know that, Anthony Davis is playing for the Mavericks tonight. He's back. They have him at 17.5, and I was like, man, I think he's going to get that. Like, I think he'll definitely come out and ball. So he's got 8, but I picked Klay Thompson over 14. Every time I've ever picked an under for Klay Thompson, never hit. So I picked him for over 14.5 points. He's got 3 at half. So it's just awesome, but whatever. Hurley might be a little too Bobby Knightish for the NBA. Yeah, I agree. And again, players like that, and Dan Hurley's not the kind of guy like a Rick Pitino, even that, like, well, again, I mean, Nick Saban was the best one. Nick Saban went to Miami. Those Dolphins players didn't give a fuck about him. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, they didn't care. Like, and he was already a god almost when he got there. So it's like, I just think that yeah, Hurley, Patino had, you really have to be like a force to go in there. And Dan Hurley obviously is a damn good coach, back-to-back championships, one of the best guys in the world. But yeah, when you go in there, like, he just seems like the kind of guy that gets walked up. Do you remember when the Cavs hired Jim Boeheim
Oh
and then he
fuck!
called them all thugs?
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
That's right.
he called them a posse.
And then he was gone and then went straight
Immediately,
back
he
to.
stepped down right after that. Like, he was like, "Oh, I can't believe I called them a posse," and blah blah. That was it. And I'm pretty sure that's what brought. Was that Ty Lue?
That sounds right.
Because they also had what the fuck was that guy that was in there from the European League? Dave. Oh my God, what the fuck was his name?
Good question. I'm not sure.
What the fuck was his name? They had Mike Brown for a while.
Yep.
JB.
I totally
David
forgot.
Blatt.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that guy. Yeah, yeah. I totally forgot Jim Beheim was there for a cup of coffee.
Or Baleen, or whatever the fuck you call him. Yeah, but he got there and called everybody thugs. So that didn't last very long. But it just, that's the type of shit I mean. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like that. He got there. He was like, he's used to people just like shutting up when they tell him shit. I'm telling you now, I mean, now, guys like that are already getting faded out because of nil money and shit. But, you know, he got there and realized immediately,
These guys don't give a fuck.
well, these guys aren't listening to me. They're a bunch of thugs. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got pissed off and called him a goddamn posse. So yeah, that's Dan Hurley to me. So but anyway, we're getting off in this. So Florida, Maryland. Maryland hits the big one yesterday. Tells everybody he's from Baltimore. I don't think that matters. Florida, give me Florida.
Yeah, the line opened up at 4.5. It's already got bet up to 6.5. So, yeah, I don't have a strong opinion again. I will. I will soon. You're going to hear a couple games I have strong opinions on.
You need to stream somebody for fantasy basketball playoffs tomorrow. Use Pippen Jr. Brother, let me show you my basketball team real quick. I actually don't think I can see my basketball team on here. Hold on.
Yeah, the sleeper app is really cool, but for a couple things, it's a little wonky.
Yeah. It's the best app in the world on mobile. It's dog shit online.
Yeah, I've learned that because I was like looking at stuff. I'm like, this is way easier on my phone to dance around on.
My team. So I'm just going to go down my starting lineup. Okay. And this is why these kids quit, because they didn't know what they're doing. I out drafted them and then they quit right away. And that's why I'm 20-1. I've got Cade Cunningham at point guard, Don Mitchell at shooting guard, Amen Thompson at guard from Houston, Desmond Bain at small forward, Jalen Duren from Detroit is my power forward, Josh Giddey is my forward, Jared Allen is my center, and then in my utility, I've got LeBron and Jokic. And
Sounds
then on my
fine.
bench, I've got Dyson Daniels, Quentin Grimes, Najee Marshall, and Cam Johnson. So basically, I'm just going to run dick on these guys, and they're going to just enjoy every second of it. All
That's what
right.
you got to do.
TTU, Texas Tech, and Arkansas, baby. What do you got in this one? Arkansas scores a lot. 10 teams in the league. Texas Tech looks pretty nasty, though. Obviously, I'm going to go Texas Tech on this one. But Arkansas, this is going to be a good game.
Kind
You
of
like
leaning.
Arkansas.
Yeah, I kind of like Arkansas. I kind of digging them. I don't. Sorry, pulling it up. Arkansas line opened up at 5.5. Still there. I'd like a little more, but I think Arkansas can. I really like Texas Tech is like one of those. Like Texas Tech is the only team that went into Houston and won this year. Like they're good. They're legit. I don't know. I just kind of like Texas Tech plus the 5. I don't know if I could get to a money line. That's one where if I could get 6, I probably will click on it. It's one I'm going to be watching for a couple days. So
Texas Tech playing style. Yeah, no, that's definitely going
yeah,
to be good.
yeah. Texas Tech is not afraid to get into a slugfest rock fight where Arkansas is just going to run. That is the danger of betting Texas Tech. Like the Alabama St. Mary's game where I talked about styles. If Texas Tech makes this game ugly, huge advantage them. If they like Texas Tech will run with Arkansas, but the the higher the tempo, the better the chances are for Arkansas.
All right. Duke, Zona. Who we got in Duke, Arizona? Duke, the number one team. Arizona is obviously, they coming off Oregon, which is a damn good team. They outlasted Oregon. I actually think I had Oregon in that game. Duke comes up. Duke slapped the shit out of Baylor.
Yeah, I was not a big believer in Baylor. I'm grabbing the microphone. I might bet Arizona money line.
You're sick.
I like the 8.5 or 9. It's plus 350. I think they can hang her. I think they can hang with them. And they're if I'm betting plus 9, there's not a fucking hope and chance that I'm not sprinkling a little bit on the money line. I
Under
think
says
the
Duke by 200.
Yeah, that sounds about right too. That sounds like a Dale bet, and they win by 30. So, and then I just get to like look at it and go, "That was a great bet, you
Like,
fucking
God
idiot."
damn it.
Yeah, those. Hey, every now and then you gotta like go and look like, wow, that was a really dumb cap. I think it's only gonna go up. So this is going to be a. Is this a Friday or Thursday game?
Zago yelled at the University of Arizona campus, dude, go piss on the steps.
Going to Oh yeah, you're in Tucson, so you're at the university campus. It is a Thursday game. I'll be all tired after a long day of basketball. There'll be the two night games left, and I'll have Arizona. Oh, I'm gonna have Arizona, Duke, and Arkansas, Texas Tech to watch. Well, that's gonna be a great day. It's gonna be
I can drive there
fun.
in 10 minutes, dude. He's like, I'm only 6 minutes away. I've been driving there for 4. He's ready to fucking go. Yeah, give me Duke in that one, but hey,
I like the plus 9, and I think it's only going to go up. So that's one of those ones I will bet Thursday. I'll probably bet Thursday before baseball starts, so I don't forget because I'll be balls deep in it. So yeah, it's not like I just I just think Arizona. I don't know. Has Duke really been had like a scare in a while? Like you destroyed the 16 seed. Congratulations. You destroyed a really overrated Baylor team. I guess the last time they had a scare was when North Carolina caused them all kinds of problems in the semifinal of the ACC tournament. Remember when Duke had like a 14-point lead and UNC got it all the way down to like a 3-point game with 30 seconds left? Yeah, I don't know. It's not as I feel strong, but I don't. I'm not. Nick can tell you the difference between and a yeah, and that is somewhere between the yeah. Not quite at yeah, but more aggressive than eh.
yeah, no,
That was
I agree.
that was a great
Well,
analysis by me, by the way.
he says almost burnt down downtown Tucson after the 2001 national championship loss to Duke. Arenas was on that team. Richard Jefferson. Yeah, it was a stacked ass team. All right, we'll see what happens in that one. I'll definitely be watching that one. All right, BYU Bama. I think we picked this one earlier. Did you pick? We both went Bama in this one, right?
Yes, but yeah, unders. I know you like the over, but it's already went up 4 points. It's went up from 171 to 174 or 175, depending on where it is. So it honestly that might be one that if you can get a slower pace to start and get a live line under the actual total, or you just keep betting it and wait for the number. That feels like a live kind of bet to make. So
All right, well, let's go to this. All right, so Houston, Purdue. We both pick Houston. We've already done this, so we got Houston, Tennessee on these two last ones, right?
yeah, I do like Tennessee a lot. I think even though they've lost both those games, neutral site, they will be prepared. I wonder if and I think it's the public will bet Kentucky, so you might get a 3.5 or a 3. So yeah,
Yeah. All
yeah.
right, well, let's look at this. Take a look, quick gander at this bracket that we've got so far, the good one, and then we're gonna get into something else. So, here's our bracket that we did together with unders and playoff, and we are pretty. Like I said, we have got what are we 99.1%. We're at rank 209,000, which basically won, and it's we got. I think we got everybody right so far as like who's in the Sweet 16. We got MSU, we had Florida, we had St. John's, but oh no, I guess we didn't. We had our no, so we didn't. We're missing St. John's is the one I think we're missing.
Oh, that's all right though. 7 of 8. You'll take that every day of the week. Should take a look at mine. It's fucking ripped to shreds. Except I still got Houston winning. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. The only one we're missing is St. John, but yeah, pretty good. I don't know why it won't let me go. Okay, so why won't it let me go over? There we go. Final Four, Elite Eight? No, fuck it. All right, you guys get the gist of it. All right. Well, we've pretty much covered all of that. College. We've been talking college basketball for like 3 straight episodes. So let's get into something else here for a sec. We got a little bit of time left. Um, I do not know if we're going to get front office or not. He may or may not be by. I know he'll be by for the draft on. I think he's going to join the league tonight too. Hopefully, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys go join that baseball league. Hopefully he will join tonight. I put in so much prize pick money tonight, and I think all of them is going to miss by one pick. And it's just, I'm looking at it right now, and it's just, I had
Ugh,
$61, and I look up, I have 11,
son of a bitch.
and I think I'm just going to lose all of these. So who knows? But all right, let's get into let's get into baseball here. So, well, actually, before we get into baseball, we'll end with baseball because we'll end with that. So we'll two quick things real quick.
Yeah.
So Cain Velasquez, we'll get into that. So Cain Velasquez, UFC heavyweight, used to be considered basically the pound for pound #1 in the world. He's the best heavyweight of all time for a while. Just nobody could beat this guy, right? Well, a couple years ago, about 5 years ago, or what was this? Has been out of jail since 2022. Pleaded no contest to felony attempted murder. When did this happen? Here it is. Okay, so Velasquez was accused of shooting at a pickup truck carrying Harry Goularte, the man accused of molesting his then 4-year-old son at a daycare facility owned by Goulart's mother. So he found this out, and then he chases this guy down in a car chase, right? He gets in his car with a gun, finds this guy, chases him, 11-mile car chase on the afternoon of February 28th of 2022. He was being driven by the stepfather. And this is where it gets bad. I mean, it was already bad that he was doing this, right? I mean, you don't blame him, right? I mean, find out somebody's molesting your 4-year-old kid, do what you got to do. But he takes it into his own hands, like most of us probably would. But he fires rounds into the truck with a 40 caliber handgun, and he doesn't hit the guy that molested him. He hits the stepdad. So he hits him in the arm and the torso. Arrested without incident. Guy turns himself in. The guy survives. But this guy, he did get Goularte set for criminal trial June 2nd on one felony charge of lewd acts with a minor. So he is going to trial for this. But Velasquez obviously was arrested for this, and he bonded out in November of 2022. He's been on house arrest. He received credit for 1,283 days time served. Well, today he was handed down a 5-year prison sentence for that. So today he was finally sentenced for that. He said last night, or maybe even have been early this morning, but he was he had said, he was he knew he was wrong. He's accepting whatever comes of this, that whole thing. But really sad to see. I mean, it sucks to see that he got 5 years. I think a lot of people thought he wasn't going to get. A lot of people, I think, he thought he might not do any time. He might just get time served, might get a long probation, just because of the circumstances. But as we've kind of learned, most times not in court of law, the circumstances only matter so much. You still chased a guy down a public street, shooting a loaded gun at the car, and then missed your intended target, hit an innocent guy. So.
Yeah.
Really sad to see, but hopefully, and especially nowadays, I would assume, honestly, in all seriousness, there's no way he's doing 5 years. The guy's going to do year and a half, 2 years, probably tops.
Yeah, just don't do anything stupid in jail. Mind your own business.
Yeah, and
Like you
nobody's going to
said,
fuck with Cain Velasquez in jail. Let me tell you that. I mean, this guy's a
well, and
murder
you said
machine.
the 1,200 days they will count as days served.
Yeah, so he's already got 1,200, almost 1,300 days
So
time
he's only
served.
gonna so that's 365. So that's 720. So that's 2 years. So he's almost got 4 years, like 3.5, 3 3/4 years already added up. So he's probably
Right.
only got like a year and a half, probably year and a half max left. And then
Yeah.
and if you keep your nose clean for 4 or 5 months, you probably get out right away.
Right. And that's what I think is going to happen. I think, I definitely think so. I think he's going to go in there. He's going to behave himself, and I bet he's out in a year. He says, I took responsibility for it in a rare interview. It says, from what I can say, as far as myself, the way I handled things was not the way to do it. Velasquez said on his former teammate Kyle Kingsbury's podcast. We cannot put the law in our own hands. I know what I did, and I know what I did was very dangerous to other people, not just people involved, but innocent people. I understand that what I did, and I'm willing to do everything I have to pay that back. So I do feel bad for stepdad too, having to endure that. He's going to have a lot of protection in there, I think. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, like I said, this is it's an unfortunate situation for everybody involved. Like I said, nobody can sit here and say, Cain, like nobody's going to say, "Oh fuck Cain Velasquez" for this, right? I mean, 99% of it would react this way, and especially this guy, like Cain Velasquez, who is a trained killer, right? I mean, this guy, and he finds out. So, I definitely not the worst. Thing you can do, and definitely, like I said, a lot of people, he had a lot of public support, a lot of fighters, all the fighters basically support him out of this. So you love to see these getting the support, but yeah, 5 years handed down, and like you said, he's already got so much time given, time served that I definitely don't think he does more than 2 years. So,
Yeah.
um, in
Get it done.
2022, following the arrest, UFC offered its public support behind Velasquez, including a letter from CEO Dana White submitted to the court during his case, which described the defendant as a model example of how a professional athlete should carry himself. So shout out to Dana White for that one too. Dana can be a real big piece of shit sometimes, but really, really cool of him to do that. So he'll be all right. Not saying prison's a breeze there. Oh yeah, he'll be just fine, dude. Cain Velasquez, he's gonna be just fine. But I'm glad he only got 5 years. I wish he would have gotten less. But it is a little does suck. All right, we got front office here. It looks like I can't tell. Are you here?
Hello, hello.
Oh yeah, you're here.
Oh,
All right, there he is. Front office. Hello.
hello.
Hello, gents.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
I didn't think you were going to be here, so I got to think of a place off the top of my head. Have you been? Oh, we talked about the University of Florida. Have you been to Gainesville?
Yeah, I have been to Gainesville. I have been to Gainesville.
2 in a row. God damn, I'm struggling. Uh,
In fact, fun fact, my wife spent a short time working in Gainesville.
the more you know.
The more you know.
And you have a wife. Congratulations. Somebody
Thank you.
likes you.
Shit. Some
Something.
days.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah. What have you boys been up to?
Just
We
hanging and banging, dude.
Fucking right.
We talked about a lot of college basketball. We kind of had a little Dale and Nick moment and took a real fucking hard left. It's been a pretty good stream so far. Not gonna lie.
There we go.
Yeah,
Well, I love to see.
and I'm just watching. Anthony Davis is going to piss me off. He needs to get over 17 points tonight. Let me just tell you that.
Shit. Sports Lab, I see you in the chat. You're dead right. You're dead right. I gotta join. You sent me that link. I need to do that right now.
I think it's in your text.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, well, let's move on here. We got two more things we're going to tell you. We're talking about Tiger Woods, and we're going to get into baseball. So Tiger Woods, obviously, really not a lot. It's not big news, but the guy's got a legendary cock, and we're going to talk about it. So Tiger Woods, here we go, confirmed. It's funny. The best part about this story is that he asked for privacy during this time, which means he's just going to go dick down Donald Trump Jr.'s ex-wife. So I love that. All right, Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods has confirmed his relationship with former daughter-in-law of President Donald Trump, publishing 2 images on social media and a post that said, "Love is in the air." Now, if anybody ever saw the Lindsey Vonn leaks back in the day, this is what the guy's cock looks like. Okay, it's a forearm. It's a forearm. It's a lethal weapon. It's huge. Okay, so Don, forget about it. It's over. You ain't getting it back. It is what it is. Woods and Vanessa Trump, who is married to Donald Trump, has been seen at Torrey Pines in San Diego along her daughter Kai when Woods arrived for the final round to hand out the trophy to the winner of the Genesis Invitational. He is the tournament host. Kai Trump goes to Benjamin School with Woods' 2 children, which is even better. Sam and Charlie. She and Charlie competed on an invitation at a high-profile junior golf tournament this week. He says, "Love is in the air, and life is better with you by my side. We look forward to our journey through life together. This is the best part. At this time, we would appreciate privacy for all those close to our hearts." For what? So you can just, it's just funny. He's like, yeah, I'm fucking Donald Trump's ex-daughter-in-law. but we need some privacy. You mind just giving us some privacy? One photo shows Woods and Vanessa Trump posing together, another of them lying in a hammock, which was the good one. Woods and Vanessa Trump had been featuring gossip outlets for the last several weeks. She was married to Donald Trump Jr. 12 times. She's got 5 kids. Woods announced March 11th he ruptures Achilles, dude, knocking him out of the Masters likely for the rest of the year. So that just means that he's got a lot of time to fuck. It says it was not clear. Here it goes. Woods said at the time he and Vaughn wanted to limit the stalkerazzi. Oh, here we go. Oh, never mind. I thought it said these are the. Oh, yeah. Who keeps his private life fiercely private to publish photos. Yeah, the Lindsey Vaughn photos. Here you go. Lindsey Vaughn. Where is she at? I thought there was a picture of her here. All right, what do you guys think about this? I mean, this is pretty cool, Tiger Woods, right? I mean, nothing better than feeling good than Don Jr. John Jr.'s ex-wife is now plowing one of the most famous black dudes in the world. That's pretty sick.
Look, okay. Thank you, Dale. Tiger Woods he's a winner, okay? And the minute that Trump got into the office, he had to solidify himself as winning. Yeah, that is what he is. The man's a winner. He went after, unfortunately, a winner. Happy for him, right? Like, are we gonna hate on love here, guys? I mean, this is coming from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't hate on love. If you guys are in love, go for it. Go for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. What are you gonna do?
Right? Are you gonna make this political? I mean, come on.
Yeah, what are we gonna do? You guys gonna be like that? You guys gonna tell that guy that he can't bang her? Yeah, I don't think so.
Love is in the air.
Look at Tiger, though. Look at that hairline, dude. That boy is struggling.
What hairline?
Good God.
Man, that's
she looks like
halfway
Trumper,
across
though.
the dome.
She looks like.
Oh yeah, dude, she has blonde hair, of course.
Yeah, that's a
questionably
Nazis
blue
wet
eyes
dream right there.
Okay, at this point though, if you're Tiger Woods, do you just shave it all off?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I think so too. I agree.
Because you can rock the Nike hat like 99% of the time. So yeah.
Yeah, Prize Picks is gonna piss me off too, and the Lakers are down by 9 to Orlando.
Oh, don't look at the Timberwolves bet.
Oh.
Yeah. Oops.
Oh.
It happens, boys. It happens.
Oh, yeah.
You can't win them all. If you could win them all, everybody would do it.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's part of the fun, sir. Part of the fun. Part of the pain.
Precisely.
Exactly. Wouldn't want it any other way.
I just want to let you know that I'm completely stunned by that last news article. That was shocking.
Which one?
I did not know that. I had not heard that.
What, the Tiger Woods thing?
Yeah, of all the things I expected you to pull up, that was not even. I was nowhere on the radar.
Yeah, well, I got you always. All right,
Appreciate
let's talk about some baseball real quick before we get out of here. Really not much to talk about because Wednesday we'll do our draft and we'll talk a little bit more about, we'll get more into like just kind of talk a little bit more about the games and stuff like that. But Dale did his annual 4-hour conversation today. Did all that. He's got baseball fresh on the mind. Anything that came out of that conversation that you think that what are you most excited about coming on? Well, I guess before we get into that, I do want to ask you the two things. Like, what do you think about Mookie Betts with this thing with Mookie Betts going on?
It's scary that he can't buck whatever this stomach bug virus, whatever it is, and that he's lost a lot of weight already. And
18 pounds.
And it's not like he's obviously an athlete, but he's probably like walking around at like 205 at prime weight. So him at like 185 or 180. Yeah, that's something that the Dodgers definitely have to worry about.
Like, they don't know what it is.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, do you have like some parasite in you? Like, there's so many, but yeah, you're dropping 20 pounds and you're a fucking athlete. That's a problem. So yeah, I don't know what I would like. Do you throw them on the IL and just keep getting them tested till you figure it out? I don't know. It's
very odd. So it says he flew home because of what they thought was just a stomach bug. They played in Japan China was it China last week or Japan?
Japan, they were in Tokyo.
Japan, yeah.
Japan. So, he flies home, doesn't play in the series. He doesn't play. I think he played in game 1, right?
No, he didn't play either.
He didn't even play in game 1. Okay, so
No.
he flies home to get treated. I think it's just a stomach bug. Says still can't. He's still throwing up anytime he tries to eat solid food, and he's down to 157 from 175 at the beginning of spring training. It says doctors have yet to determine exactly what is wrong with the 6-time Gold Glover, who is set to take over as the team's starting shortstop this year. Betts says all blood work and tests have come back clean. My body feels great. I've been able to work out. I've been able to do pretty much everything but eat, which is strange. So the symptoms have kind of gone away. I just had to figure out how to get my stomach to kind of calm down. So, doctor front office over there, what the fuck does this sound like to you?
Well, okay. First step, not that kind of doctor. Second step,
You have an idea.
I have an idea. I
Do you
mean,
have
this.
Do you have a doctorate? Do I have to call you Doctor Front Office?
No, not yet. Not yet. Technically, I'll
will
not
I?
have that until May.
But when I do I have to refer to you as
Absolutely
Front Office?
not. Anybody that has to tell other people to call them doctor did not really earn it, did they?
Oh, yeah, I got a story about that. Continue.
You-
Sorry
you-
to interrupt.
no. You're totally fine. I mean, like this could be some case of food poisoning of some kind, but this sounds. I mean, this could easily be like a parasite of some kind. This could be some type of bacterial infection. I mean, he is going through the ringer. I mean, and Mookie's he's still relatively young, definitely healthy. So whatever has gotten his ass is clearly would kill a normal person. I would think. I mean, at least it'd kill me. I'll say that. I imagine that when he feels better, it's going to be like a quick bounce back kind of thing. But it's not good. I mean, this is not this is not the news you want to have. Um, if you're the Dodgers, I mean, you want him healthy, you want him playing. Um, not good look, not a good look. But he's gonna be all right. He's gonna be all right. I don't predict any terrible thing coming out. Anybody else have a different take?
I don't know shit. I mean, I just hope that he's good. I mean, yeah, definitely weird. I mean, it's obviously good if everything else is good. He just can't eat. But if Sar messes up my bet on him, it would be because of missing through. Dude, I'm telling you right now, I'm about to be absolutely sick. I don't even know why I thought my mindset was Anthony Davis was definitely going to get 20 tonight because he's first game back. I'm like, why wouldn't he? The guy had 26 or whatever before he went out. Guy's got 10 points going into the fourth quarter, halfway through the fourth quarter right now. It just makes me goddamn sick. I'm going to miss out on, I had a 10 for $250 tonight, and it's going to miss because of Anthony Davis and Klay Thompson, the two goddamn Dallas Mavericks, dude. I should just bet under on Klay Thompson for the rest of my life. All right. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens to Mookie. I mean, I expect he's probably going to miss. I would assume he's probably going to miss opening day, right? I mean, he might or may not. I know they said that he's in danger of missing opening day, but I mean, that would mean that they're going to figure out his stomach bug in the next 2 days. So I would say it's probably leaning towards not, but again, they're not going to miss him that much. I mean, it's Mookie Betts, but they're still the Dodgers, so they will be just fine. I know Freddie Freeman's got some rib issue or something too, so is he not playing either?
They're hopeful that he's going to be ready for opening day, but he's fighting the rib problem that he fought in the playoffs against the Yankees last year. So it's a little concerning.
We hope they're all Freddie. I love Freddie Freeman. I mean, I know he's a Brave and he's now a Dodger, but I always loved him. I thought he played the game the right way, and I always just enjoyed Freddie Freeman. So hopefully he gets better. Hopefully Mookie gets better too. I mean, definitely don't want to see that with anybody. So, but all right. Well, last thing I
Maybe.
want to talk.
Oh wait,
What'd you say?
real quick. Maybe he's just trying to reinvigorate his bowling career. In case you guys didn't know, Mookie Betts, huge bowler.
Oh yeah.
That's facts. Yep,
The
100% facts.
whatever show a couple years ago liked to remind me that Mookie Betts has bowled the perfect game before.
Yes, he has. He has. That's something I have not done. He is a.
Yeah, we learned you were an avid bowler on Saturday. We did not.
Yeah, dude. I am. Picked it up in high school, dropped it for a long time, and needed a hobby. You know what I mean?
What would if front office was bowling on a regular time? What would a front office average be?
So I'm anywhere from like 190 to 210.
Okay,
I can
that's
have
not
really
bad.
good days and get up
Oh
to
yeah.
like 240, 250. But and I also, everybody has bad days, so I throw 160, 172. It's but I would say I'm right around 190.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, I-
Yeah.
I'm all right.
We were learning lots of stuff about you on or I don't know, Saturday we did how long we streamed for like 5 hours on Saturday. It was a did a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Learned that you
Nice.
are an avid bowler.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna
Everybody's
I'm
got to
gonna
have a
miss
hobby.
this pick because Jackson Hayes, who's had 6 points and rebounds in his last 5 games, every game, 4 in this game. Just disgusting. Sorry to
That
cut
is
you off, but
oh
it
no,
No.
you're good.
just ruins my day. All right. Last thing I want to talk about before we get out of here, though, is kind of a sad thing, but big news in baseball. I guess you assume you heard about Brett Gardner's kid.
No.
So Brett Gardner, ex-Yankee.
Yep.
Speaking of sickness, which is funny because now, so they've got, he's 14 years old. They go on a family vacation. Him and a bunch of family members get sick on vacation, and he dies.
Damn. Oh, that's
Obviously,
awful.
on Twitter, I was getting, there are
Oh
people on
Jesus.
Twitter that were like, it was, obviously the vax comments were going crazy, but it's like, that was like, so that the Republicans have rallied around this, and they're like, oh, he had to have been vaxxed. Nobody just falls out and dies. But this is pretty crazy. I mean, they go on vacation. Says, with heavy hearts, we are sad to announce the passing of our youngest son, Miller. He was 14 years old and has left us far too soon after falling ill, along with several other family members while on vacation. We have so many questions, so few answers at this point, but we do know that he passed away peacefully in sleep in the morning of Friday, March 21st. Miller was a beloved son, brother. We cannot yet comprehend our life without his infectious smile. He loved football, baseball, golfing, all this other shit. He lived life to the full. So here he is right here.
Damn.
Boom, this one right here. That's wild.
It's your worst fear of being a parent. Don't realize it till you have a kid, but it's your your number one nightmare.
Yeah, this is kind of crazy, though. I mean, it's not really like, we don't have to talk a lot about this, but it's just kind of a
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah,
kind of a
just
wild story. He's just an ex-Yankee. Does he not? I thought he had something to do with their front office, but I guess not.
he might. I'm not sure.
But yeah, sad story out of New York, dude. I thought that was pretty wild.
Yeah, absolutely. Jeez.
Hopefully, we get to hear what that is. I mean, just goes on family vacation and gets sick.
And yeah, the body is a weird thing. That is for sure. The little bit of nursing I learned, man, the body is a crazy. It's crazy how efficient it is, but it's crazy how one little thing can throw it all into chaos.
Front office, you got anything you want a condolence or something here?
I mean, I'm stunned. I can't. I mean, T's and P's. First off, you know what I mean. Shit. Um, 14. It takes a lot to take a 14-year-old down. Like, honestly, I mean that's they're going to school. They have immunity built up. They're not necessarily in the prime of their life. They're still relatively fragile, but it's more from a mental state. Physically, I mean, the kid was probably eating dirt 5-6 years ago. You know what I mean? That's
Exactly.
okay. That wasn't a very tasteful joke. Sorry about that, everybody.
Oh,
Just
anything but
trash,
that.
dude. Come on
Dude,
here
that
and
was.
don't show your face, dude, and get us canceled
Listen,
because you're a dick.
I said it and I was like, wait, no, that was not good. That was not good. Sorry,
Unreal,
everybody.
dude.
I didn't even realize it until you said until you paused. Like, oh wow.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Well, I had to own up to my own mistake. You know what I mean? You can't just let somebody's going to catch that and they need to know that I'm sorry about it.
yeah, it's all good.
Just
But yeah,
absolute trash.
T's and P's. Sorry, Brett Gardner. That's terrible. Life taken too soon. 14. That's awful. That's awful.
Yeah.
Well, T's and P's for the Gardner family, my man. All right. Well, do you guys got anything else you guys want to cover before we get out of here? I mean, there's really not much. I mean, I'm looking at our action page has got a lot of red. I've got a lot. I've got so much green on my prize picks page right now, and none of them are going to hit because one's red in every single one of them. I mean, I put $50 in. Well, I had, they're all winnings that I just keep investing in there. But I was up to like $62 today that I just do $5 bets, and I got all the way up to 60, and I gave it all back today on $5. I was so confident that Anthony Davis was going to ball today, and he just didn't.
I would have been there with you. Don't worry.
And Jackson Hayes, that really pisses me off. He's had all he needed was 6 rebounds and assists. Oh, assists! Damn. Yeah, okay, rebounds. I thought definitely he would. I thought it said points and rebounds, so that's on me. But oh well, we'll get him tomorrow. Hopefully, God. And some of these have got Cooper flag in them, so they're gonna sit here for. That's just disgusting, dude. Just kill me. All right, fellas, you guys got anything you guys want to throw out here before we get out of here?
Be lots of baseball talk on Wednesday. Draft, it'll be about 2 hours, so it'll be good times. Did a guillotine last night. And for some reason, I've drafted Andrew Benintendi for the White Sox in every league I've done so far, which is ludicrous.
They've had 6 players have Tommy John in the last week or something.
I know Nelson told me that, and I was like, "That, oh god, yeah."
6 pitchers in the last week.
So my best friend, we always do a year talk about all the win totals, which was today, which was a legitimate 4-hour conversation. I don't want to tell you that we spent 20 minutes talking about the White Sox or the Angels, which is a really fucking sad thing to say out loud, but it really happened. And I'll ask you this question. This is a theory question for you guys. So the White Sox win total was, I believe, 54 and a half. Yeah, exactly. And now I can spin it the other way because the Yankees or the Dodgers win total was 106 and a half. Both of those make me want to bet the opposite. Like bet the Dodgers under and the White Sox over. Because everything has for the Dodgers to get 106 wins is definitely plausible, but Mookie Betts is gone for a month. Blake Snell decides to chip a nail. Everything has to go right for them to win 100 games. Like they'll easily win 90 games, no doubt. But for them to win 106 games, you need everything to go right. And the reverse argument is, holy shit, everything went wrong for the White Sox last year. But I can't believe I'm thinking about legitimately putting money on an under 54 and a half win total for the White Sox. But all my those plays will be put up tomorrow because I'm sleep on it. But so I guess the question is, do you like 54 and a half? That means they can lose 108 games and still cover that number. Am I crazy to think betting the under is intelligent? Go.
I think it's a good pick. I think they're going to be absolute dog shit again, to be honest with you. I really do.
Front office?
I mean, there is not a lot of hope for the White Sox this year, especially after the offseason moves they made, or lack thereof, I guess. Dude.
Like, they lost 121 games last year.
What did they have wins last year?
They won 41 games last year. They went 41 and 121.
And is there any world that we think they got better?
That was what the argument was. So Nelson's argument was that they are incredibly bad and there is no denying that, but it's also you almost have to be so unlucky to be unlucky. And his thought process was, maybe they lose 105 games. My argument is their best pitcher is gone. Their
2 best pitchers are gone because the Cardinals have Feedy now.
And
that's a good call. I totally forgot about that.
I mean, he's shit for us, but he was 2 there, right? Wasn't he the second?
He pisses me off, dude. He really is not that sick.
Dude, we could definitely bitch about some Cardinals shit here if we want to, but
we'll save that. Are you gonna be here Wednesday?
I should be. Yeah, I should be.
Yeah, all right, because I think that we could.
Go ahead, Nick. I gotta check for 1 second. Make
I was just saying, I think we could definitely, because like
Get into
Wednesday we're
that.
just gonna do our draft. We're gonna do the guillotine draft, and it's basically just gonna be an all MLB show.
Fuck yeah. I'm totally down with that.
Because yeah,
But
I mean, you want to bitch about the Cardinals, I'm definitely down. And let me just tell you real quick. Let me just tell you to maybe just to irk you a little bit, but our friend Dale here, he picked. He says that he thinks that us and the Twins are going to be duking it out for the Central this year. Twins haven't won since 2019. They've already got
dude,
injuries.
you
Come on,
talking about
dude.
the Guardians? Bam,
With the
come
Guardians and
on,
Twins is what he
Dale.
said.
Dale, listen. I know that Minnesota is right next to Canada. I know that there's been some argument from our respective leadership about where the boundary is, and you want to be the 51st state, and like you guys are like fuck you, we'll take some of your shit, and it's like I get it, I get it. There ain't no fucking way in hell. There's no way in hell the Minnesota Twins. Do you understand what our pitching staff's going to do this year? Our bullpen last year was dominant, and it hasn't really changed.
Correct.
If our pitching staff, our starting pitching staff, has now gotten better because a guy named Shane Bieber is walking back into the fucking building.
Well, that's
And
not
he
for a
doesn't even
second,
have to
is
be
it?
the ace. Nick and I were
True.
just talking about this a couple days ago. The fact that we just locked up Tanner Bybee, great move, by the way, can't speak enough about it, is huge because now you have two bona fide ace pitchers that one is coming off an injury, one is coming off a hot year, but is still young and probably needs a little bit of time, maybe to develop into that full ace level. I do it every year. And they're going to play off each other, and we have stacked starting pitching behind him as well, behind those two. No, I think there is literally zero chance the Minnesota Twins compete for this division. They're probably getting the wild card, maybe. I think they're going to be a good team, but I think we run away with this division.
What do
That's
you
me.
think? What do you think the Indians/Guardians win total is? Just curiosity.
What was it last year?
Hold on, let me
I
look it
want
up.
to say it would have been last year. Would have been like 84, 85 and a half.
Yeah, we had some offensive woes last year. That is 100% true.
Yes.
I'm not saying we're the perfect team. We won 92 last year, guys. 92.
So what do
92.
you? So what do you think their win total is this year? Because I'm super intrigued.
Um, seriously, I mean, look, if you look at the team and look what we're bringing back, 90 to 95 is where I'm going to put us. I don't think we're losing a step. Maybe that's a little high. Maybe it's closer 85 to 90, but like I think it's clear and above that we are, the team to beat. And I can't believe that you're saying that the Twins are going to do it.
I
Of
think.
Oh,
all the
I'm just
teams,
now seeing in the
Whoa,
chat.
whoa,
Everybody's
whoa,
like, after I see I
whoa,
might take
whoa,
the
whoa.
under 60 wins. They're gonna clap cheeks. I'm a White Sox fan. I might go for it. Ever since the
The
White Sox.
oh damn,
Yeah, it's front
sorry
office in the
guys.
pool for tomorrow.
Oh damn, sorry guys.
Sorry,
Oh,
we were
I
just
should have
going
read the
ham
chat.
over here. Yeah, no,
so
he is gonna be in the. He's gonna join tonight. He will be in the league.
Yes,
so
I'm trying to
the
pick a picture right now. I got the name. I'm
See
just trying to pick
mine?
a picture. No, what is it?
Baseball Furies, and I've got the picture of the Fury from the Warriors.
Oh, I fucking love it. God, that's a good one. But okay, Dale. So I hear you on the Twins,
okay,
but
yeah.
what?
Well,
Why not the Royals then? And why not the Tigers? It's clear why we're going to be there, right? It's no matter what
yes,
team you're going to put up there, it's going to be the Guardians and.
correct. Yes. So, okay. So first off, the win total for your Guardians/Indians is 82 and a half. They think that they're a 500 team.
I think they had us in the 70s last year, dog.
I was surprised as well. There's a very real chance the Guardians will make my win total. There's four really good. There's four. How do I describe the AL Central? There's four teams that all have strong deficiencies in the
I
because
agree with
there's
that.
no perfect team in there. The Guardians are probably the best. The Twins have the most talent, but the Twins like to choke like Tiger's girlfriend is.
And I would argue you have a pitching problem too.
They do have they have the Chris Paddocks And God, I could look at my fantasy team that I drafted last night. Like, you know, they have Ryan who pitches really good, but also just decides the only hits he likes to give up is home runs. The Twins, the Twins make the Twins have the most talent in the division as a lineup 1 through 9. The Tigers, I think, have massive regression. They got to the playoffs. Sorry, Giddy. They got to the playoffs riding a stupid hot bullpen, and they went on a Colorado Rocktober, like they went like 28-5 down the stretch or something ridiculous to just get there. And then when they played the Guardians, their bullpen ran out of gas because you can't pitch everybody like that every day for 2 months. The Royals, I don't know about the Royals. The Royals are a different team. Like
They got a
Bobby would
pitching
do,
problem too.
they do have some pitching problem. They're just and like Salvador Perez has got to come back to earth and has regression written all over him because coming from a funny 41-year-old and he's a big
Is
big
he
Venice.
35, 36?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that?
Like his numbers were really good last year and he has like it just feels like they're going to take the step back. That's why I figure it's going to be Guardians and Twins fighting for the division. And then there's the White Sox that is the I'm going to crack the joke just because you're here, the redheaded stepchild, and I have a ginger brothers, don't worry. But they are the redheaded stepchild of the division, and everybody's going to beat the shit out of them.
Yeah. I do agree that I think okay, if the Guardians are the most complete team one, I will give you that the Minnesota Twins might be the second most complete team.
Yes.
I think that the Kansas City Royals have a better lineup than they do, but I think that the Minnesota Twins have a better pitching staff, like, you know,
Yep.
overall.
I would
Um,
generally agree with that, yes.
and we haven't even talked about the Tigers. Who I guess we probably don't expect to do a whole lot, right? I mean they've lost some people, and um,
I just think they like they're a
is
year or
Jack still
two.
there? Flaherty, right? Didn't he
Yes.
sign there?
Yeah, Flaherty went back.
So they got Jack, Mizey,
They got a Job, who's their top pitching prospect that came in for the playoffs. He's
Job.
starting
That's
this
right.
year. You know they've got uh, Colts. They've got pieces that are good, but they're not supposed to be good for probably. They're not supposed to be competing probably for another year. The last year kind of sped the
Yeah,
process up, and it's just kind of like I don't know if you guys are you need a lot of things to go right to continue to do what you did last year. They're the team of the four that I have the least confidence in. Like that division you can
I agree with that.
realistically make the Tigers is a little harder, but you can realistically make a point case for any of those four teams to win the division. I don't think none of those four teams nobody's winning this division by 8 games. Somebody's going to be within 2 games going into the last week of the season.
Yeah, I mean, there's not normally there's not teams that win the division by 8 games. I'd say that's pretty.
Unless you're the Dodgers or you just have a bad division and there's one team that is head and tails above
Yeah,
the pack.
definitely it can happen. I like it. That's more um, it's not the norm. I think last year. So yeah, did the Dodgers even do it, or the
Uh,
Brewers did it? Is who did it?
yeah, the Brewers.
Because
Brewers
the
have.
rest of the Central and the NL sucked. The Dodgers might have had 8 though.
I'm gonna see. Yeah, because the Dodgers won a shit ton of games last year. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hello,
Well, so
MLB.
did the Pod and the Diamondbacks too. Padres and the
MLB.
Diamondbacks.
Yeah. So there's I have a very I don't know if I'm going to. Well, I'm probably going to bet the win total under, but I went and looked, and I could take plus 250 for the Yankees not to make the playoffs, which I'm seriously thinking about.
Who'd you have in the East then?
So if I was to do, I would have Baltimore, Cleveland. I'll have to put in my password. Baltimore, Cleveland, and then I'm toss up between Texas and Seattle in the AL West, and
But then you have a guaranteed wild card.
then your 3 wild cards are probably Boston, Texas, or Seattle, and then the third team is where it gets really it'll be interesting to see who. I want to look at standings last year to answer your question. We don't need to see. Oh, by the way, your Toronto Blue Jays are the best team in spring training. Fuck yeah. That
There you
means
go.
nothing. That means
Very nice.
That's like leading the first 100 meters of a marathon. Who fucking cares? All right, 2024. The Yankees won the division by 3 games. The Guardians won by 6.5. Houston won by 3.5. Philly won by 6. The Brewers won by 10 games, and the Dodgers only won by 5. So yes, Brewers 93 wins. Good for you, Milwaukee.
Yeah, under.
They were like at 83.5 or something like that. The Brewers are a fascinating team because it's like you look at them and like, how are you going to win baseball games? And then you look in like September, I'm like, how are you leading the division right now? But that's
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's like I said, we'll go through more of these on Wednesday. I mean, because like at this point, fuck, we get deep in this. We're gonna be here for the next 2 fucking hours.
we've got all kinds of time because in a 15-team draft, there's lots of time to kill.
Oh yeah,
So,
no, Wednesday's gonna be a long one for sure. When I get home, I'm gonna study the fantasy point system and how it works. Yeah, it should be good.
so it's
Definitely
not.
make sure you guys join that team. I mean, that should be good.
It's 9 Eastern front office when it starts. So since I know
Okay.
you're
Okay.
So strap in.
East Coast.
That's Wednesday, right?
Wednesday. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll get on here for the first hour and we'll chat about divisions and shit like that, and then hopefully he'll be here for that. Well, he will be here by then, and then yeah, we'll even start at like I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll go from there. But Wednesday will be a little longer than usual. We'll get the draft done. It'll be good. We'll talk all baseball on Wednesday. But yeah, let's wrap this up. I'm gonna get out of here. Shannon just got home. I'm gonna go help her. She's got some groceries, so I'm gonna go help her bring all that shit in. I'm going to. I'll let you guys know tomorrow. We've got what is tomorrow? The regular draft for the fantasy league.
Yeah, for the collab lab.
All right, so make sure you guys, if you guys are in the collab lab, make sure you guys join. If not, I mean, I think we've only got like 5 or 6 people in there, and it's a 12-team league team. So make sure you guys get on some people on the collab lab. Let's get that group filled out. Let's have a good draft tomorrow. Baseball season's among us. We got the Sweet 16 coming up, starting on Thursday. So the next couple of days are going to be it's a nice little break. We can all just kind of take a deep breath and just get ready for the next round of shit, because basically from Thursday to Monday is going to be another fucking just heater of a stretch. So make sure. And then Thursday also, we've also got Stephen Bunting on Thursday. So, hopefully my guy can
Please,
just get out of the first round, dude.
please,
Pretty
just get out of the
please.
first. Like, I just want to look at my phone and sing Bulletproof and have Big Inning on and see you come out for a second time. You can lose 6-0 to Michael.
I don't give a fuck. You can,
You
dude.
just need to win the first one.
I don't care
please.
how bad you get your ass blown. And what I was reading is you get more points in the first round than in the second round.
Because you get like 2 points in the first round.
So it's like if he was to, it's like, yeah, it's almost better. Like, I don't know, it's the scoring's all fucked up. But please God, just win a fucking round. Like,
win.
I will
Win.
actually, I will be more excited about that than any baseball. And I am so excited for baseball. That will take center stage at this point. If he gets a guy to the first round, I might shit myself. Like, please just get out of the first round. So Thursday's going to be a big one.
Oh, because we were both. Oh my God, when he lost on last Thursday, I just felt so. It's like March Madness is happening, and I just felt like
I just
lost
turned
my
it off.
puppy.
I didn't watch it the rest of the day.
I didn't watch the. I was like casually like just look over like, oh, there's Gerwin Price doing his thing, great. Oh, look Luke Humphreys.
Yeah, the draft 24 hours from now, Sports Lab. But yeah, no, me, dude, it's a piece of shit, and like, I don't know. My boys got to get out of the first round. So Thursday, we got a lot. So basically Thursday, all day from start to finish, we're going to be, it's going to be a marathon. So make sure you guys tune in on Wednesday. Like I said, if you're in the collab lab, make sure you guys get joined in on that group, and we'll draft tomorrow night. Wednesday is going to be a big one. Make sure you guys tune in 7 p.m. Central here on YouTube and Kick. Our YouTube and X. I think we're even on Kick this time. It's funny, Restream, not funny, but it's cool. Restream, you can now edit the titles here on Restream on Kick. So we're moving up in the world.
Oh,
Video
nice.
sucks. So but anyway, guys, you guys have a good rest of your Monday. Glad you guys had a good weekend. Hopefully your brackets aren't too fucked up. And then when we talk on Wednesday, or on Wednesday, we still won't have any more games. So make sure you guys go to the Action Network, follow our Action Network bets at Daily Derelict. We're giving you guys 3 to 5 bets every single day, 100% free. We're giving you 3 online every single day, and the rest are just on the app. So make sure you guys follow us there. If you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button, hit the comment button, share it, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your friends all about us. And then if you're on X, make sure you guys drop a follow. If you're on Kick, fucking, I don't care what you do as long as you're not shooting the spam messages. Just watch. I don't give a fuck. So, all right, guys, you guys got anything you guys want to say before we head out of here?
Can't wait till Wednesday.
All right, bub.
Yeah.
Front office.
Nope. See you boys then.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's been Derelict Sports. See you guys on Wednesday. Peace.